The title of my book is The Three Questions, written and illustrated by Jon J. The Three Questions. There was once a little boy named Nicola who sometimes felt uncertain about the right way to act. I want to be a good person, he told his friends, but I don't know always the best way to do that. Nicola's friends understood and they wanted to help him. If only I could find the answers to my three questions, Nicola continued, then I would always know what I am to do. First question is, who is the most important one? Secondly, what is the right thing to do? And third, skip one. What is the best time to do those things? Nicola's friends considered his first question. Then Sonia the Heroine spoke. To know the best time to do things, one must plan in advance, she said. Gogo the monkey, who had been rooting through some leaves to find something good to eat, said, you will know when to do things if you watch and pay close attention. Then Puskin, the dog, who was just dozing off, rolled over and said, you can't pay attention to everything yourself. You need a pack to keep watch and help you decide when to do things. For example, Gogo, a coconut is about to fall on your head. And here are his three friends. Nicola thought for a moment. Then he asked his second question. Who is the most important one? Those who are close to heaven, said Sonia, circling up into the sky. Those who know how to heal the sick, said Gogo, stroking his bruised noggin. Those who make the rules, growled Puskin. Nicola thought some more. Then he asked the third question. What is the right thing to do? Flying, said Sonia. Having fun all the time, said Gogo. Fighting, barked Pushkin right away. Then the boy thought for a long while. He loved his friends. He knew they were all trying to give him the best help they could with the answers to his question. But their answers didn't seem quite right. Then an idea came to him. I know, he thought to himself. I will ask Leo the turtle. He has lived a very long time. Surely he will know the answers I'm looking for. Nicola hiked along on top of the mountain where the old turtle lived all alone. When Nicola arrived, he found Leo digging a garden. The turtle was very old, and digging was very hard for him, too. Nicola asked him three questions. I came to ask for your help, Nicola said. When is the best time to do things? Who is the most important one? And what is the right thing to do? Leo listened carefully, but he only smiled. Then he went on with his digging. You must be tired, Nicola said at last. Let me help you. The turtle gave him his shovel and thanked him. And because it was easier for a younger boy to dig than it was for an old turtle, Nicola kept on digging until the work was finished. But just as he finished, the wind blew wildly, and rain burst from darkened clouds. As they moved toward the cottage for shelter, Nicola suddenly heard a cry for help. Running down the path, he found a panda whose leg had been injured by a fallen tree. And here's the panda that needs assistance. Carefully, Nicola carried her into Leo's house and made a splint for her leg with a stick of bamboo. The storm raged on, banging at the doors and windows. The panda woke up. "Where am I?" she said, "and where is my child?" The boy ran out of the cottage and down the path. The roar of the storm was deafening. Pushing against the howling wind and drenching rain, he ran further into the forest. There he found the panda's child, cold and shivering on the ground. And here's the little panda that he's looking for. The little panda was wet and scared, but alive. Nicola carried her inside and made her warm and dry. Then he laid her in his mother's arms. Leo smiled when he saw what the boy had done. The next morning, the sun was warm, birds sang, and all was well with the world. The panda's leg was healing nicely, and she thanked Nicola for saving her and her baby from the storm. At that moment, Sonia, Gogol, and Pushkin arrived to make sure everyone was all right. Nicola felt great peace within himself. He had wonderful friends, and he had saved the panda and her child. But he also felt a bit disappointed because he still had not found the answer to his 3 questions. So he asked Leo one more time. The old turtle looked at the boy. "But your questions have already been answered," he said. "They have?" asked the boy. "Yesterday, if you had not stayed to help me dig my garden, you wouldn't have heard the panda's cries. The pandas cry for help in the storm. Therefore, the most important time was the time you spent digging the garden. The most important one at that moment was me. And the most important thing to do was to help me with my garden. Later, when you found the injured panda, the most important time was the time you spent mending her leg and saving her child. The most important ones were the panda and her baby. And the most important thing to do was to take care of them and make them safe." So remember then that there is only one important time, and that time is now. The most important one is always the one you're with. And the most important thing is to do good for the one who is standing at your side. For these, my dear boy, are the answers to what is most important in this world. And that is the end of the book.